This video is designed to showcase a relatively new discovery that I hadn't had the time to properly document until recently. Just like how Sly 3 has its ways of getting coins very quickly, a new one has been discovered in Sly 2, that takes advantage of a few triggers that were left over from an earlier point in development. First, you need to head into Episode 1. Episode 1 was the most restructured episode, as it was the first one created for the game, so it makes sense that some development leftovers like these exist. Now, you'll need to collect exactly 1,000 coins. It's a bit counterintuitive, but these leftover triggers were used to test conditionals, just like the Chet Keto code in Sly 1, as confirmed by a developer for that game. After you've collected exactly 1,000 coins, you'll need to reach the interior used for the water tower, which is outside of the skybox and only loads in when you get close to it. The easiest way to reach it is with the famous car proxy. It may take a few attempts, but it'll work eventually. As a word of advice, the most consistent way to land on top of the water tower is by falling towards the top of the peacock sign from above, except slightly in front of it. The second conditional for this leftover trigger is that the valves inside the water tower need to be turned in a specific order, and a specific number of times. Due to this leftover trigger being disabled during jobs, you'll need to do it this way. To get inside, walk near the edge and do a delayed double jump. Once inside, you'll need to turn the valves in the exact pattern I show here. There's no visual indicator for whether you got it right, so you'll need to pay close attention to this part. The interesting part about this leftover trigger is that one of its conditionals is in another map, specifically the water pump room. This marks the first ever discovery of a cross-map trigger script. Head into the water pump room, making sure to still not collect any more coins. To set up the final conditional, you'll need to head to the back room. I recommend you use the music box gadget to avoid getting spotted, and to avoid collecting any more coins. Do the same for the rat guard in the next room. Finally, like all breakable objects, the chair in front of the terminal here has a broken state in its entity struct, which is required for the final part. Break it, being careful as to not collect its dropped coins, and then enter the reload code. It may look like nothing has happened, but now that all the conditionals have passed, a flag in memory has flipped from 0 to 1, activating this leftover development trigger, which actually maxes out your coin count when you touch it. The trigger can be found in